Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. I am Slips.
No, he's not. He's just a Bieber, and I am Stash.
And you are watching Two Piece and a Biscuit.
2 Piece and a Biscuit, motherfuckers.
So today we are doing Dave. Let him know.
Oh my God, Dream Theater.
Never heard of him.
Oh God, I don't give a shit if you ever heard of it with your condom on your head. We're fucking doing Dream Theater because they're fucking. All these guys have doctorates in music.
Oh, I thought you were about to say they actually had doctorates.
In music.
I thought they were all doctors.
In music.
Okay. I've never heard of him.
That's the thing.
As far as I know.
That's the thing. Let's go.
Dave says Maynard James Keenan sucks.
I did not say. Whoa. Call me shit. I did not say Maynard James Keenan sucks. I said these guys are musically, technically bigger than Tool as far as their technological goes.
And then you said the singer. What'd you say about the singer, Dave?
And the singer, and he has more range than Maynard.
That's not what he said.
That's what I said.
He said the singer is better than the one from Tool.
He is.
Those were his words. That's what I was telling y'all.
He is better than Tool.
I honestly, it shocked me.
I love my Tool guys.
He does.
I love Tool.
I just like fucking with
Tool
Dave.
is my favorite band ever, but man, you cannot deny Dream Theater.
That's what blew my mind when Dave just said that.
As far as them being what they are. Wait,
I got
you ready?
No, I'm ready. Go ahead and hit it. Like, comment, subscribe.
Hit us up in the comments.
Do it. Hit that. Oh, Dave, you fucked it up. There we go.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Listen to this intro and tell me this is not one of the greatest intros
I'm already
you've ever heard
liking
to a
it. I'm
fucking
already
song.
liking it. Yeah. Okay. I will say that breakdown was nice once they got right there into that.
This build up. I mean, it starts like and then it builds up.
Right.
Like every freaking
every
step. It just keeps stepping up a little bit higher and higher.
And then I'm like, okay, so it broke down a little bit right there. So I just wanted to...
Oh, it's going to break down even more.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can see how you're saying the stuff you're saying, you know? Because they kind of, in a way, remind me... I mean, if all this in 18 seconds, they kind of remind me of some shit Tool does already. Just switch it up and start...
They remind... No, Tool reminds you of...
Okay.
They remind you of Tool.
That's why I said they remind me of Tool. Do you mean Tool? That's why I
said.
It's
not Tool reminds you of them.
Oh, that's what. Is that not what I said?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'll see what I said when I watch it back. I'm pretty sure I said they remind me of Tool. Yeah. Hold on. I want you to know. This. No. Listen. This almost like they almost sounds like not similar, but I almost want to say they're like Tool a lot already. Like, even this guy's voice reminds me of
like them.
Who came before who, Dave?
These
okay,
guys.
that's okay. You just had me wrong the other way. You said that they sounded like Tool.
No, Tool sounds like that.
Okay, so these guys were before Tool.
Yes.
Okay.
Way before them.
And I apologize. Tool sounds a lot like these guys
Yes.
in a way. Then.
Yes.
Okay, I've heard Tool before these guys. Okay.
Yes.
I'm just saying this guy's voice sounds good. The way their music's going. You could probably play this for me. I almost would think it's Tool in a way. I've only heard the first two say, but this guy's voice reminds me of Maynard's in a way. So, or I have to listen to more.
Okay.
I'm just going off what I've started. I'm getting too much into it already. So that's all I want to say.
Tell us.
Right. Yeah.
You told me you like guitars, right?
Oh, this is dope. Dope. All right, that's another good stopping point. Another couple minutes.
So, how do you feel so far, Cody?
I don't know. I'm telling you.
How do you like
I'm surprised we've never done it. I've never heard of them.
You see, and the thing is, the more we listen to this stuff, you love Tool.
Yeah, I
like Kogi.
I like Kogi.
And you're digging this. I'm thinking you're a prog rock guy, man.
I don't know. Grunge is where it's at for me still. It'll never get past.
I'm thinking you're more of a prog rock guy, to be honest with you.
I mean, I can listen to shit like I've listened to some Tool riding around, but I don't know. There's something about riding around. I don't know. I feel like I can ride around and I sing all the lyrics to all the grunge songs. I'm not saying I couldn't sing these. I do think I do like them. Like I like the lyrics and the vocals a lot in all these songs. I do, but musically, I will say like the music in this shit I rock out to. I'm not saying I don't like the lyrics. I can sing some of this shit too. But I feel like I like the grunge a lot for the lyrics and the vocals.
Next week.
To do what?
Floyd.
Oh, Floyd people.
I'm
telling you, man, they had. I almost bought it. I was at Walmart today right before I came over here. They had the Purple Rain Prince shirt, but they were out. I was going to get it.
They had it at Walmart.
That's where I was at. That's where I was at. Not this one, but I was at the other one. They had Pink Floyd, but they were out. I was like, I'm about to buy both these motherfuckers just to have them for whenever we go to do reactions of Prince or Pink Floyd, but I didn't have them. What are you wearing today? Oh, right. Are you wearing? Oh, you're wearing Red Hot Chili Peppers today. We didn't even get to do Red Hot Chili Peppers today.
We didn't.
Unfortunately. But yeah, I like I've yet to get I'm gonna have to make a playlist of all the shit, and I'll need to listen to like I do the grunge. But all around, musically, vocally, it's all just good. But I don't know. You know me. I like my Eddie Vedder, my Chris Cornell, and my Lane Staley.
I love that you're liking the rock. And then you haven't listened to rap for a while. Like that.
I haven't.
That honestly, that right there just makes me so happy.
And it blows my mind
that I'm fucking introducing you into something, and you're fucking.
It's crazy. I haven't listened to Eminem in weeks. It's nuts.
Awesome.
Nuts.
Awesome.
I never thought there'd be a time in my life.
I hope this comes on your playlist, dude. Because
I need to make a playlist of it. I need to sit back down and go through all the Tool and all. I need to go through everything.
We need to go through everything on our fucking channel. And just make a playlist of everything.
Of what I really, really, really like.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter like more than others.
It doesn't matter if you really, really like it or not. I want you to go through all of it and make a channel because some of that stuff you can listen to, you might hear it once or twice. and you won't like it the first time you hear it. But once you get to the third time hearing it, you're like,
you're not wrong.
Because Tool, I didn't like Tool the first time I heard them. Right. Like I really didn't dig them.
Right.
But then it took a huge acid trip and a whole lot of lyrics. For real, like the way I get introduced into Tool, like I heard Sober, I hated it. Like I liked it the first 10 times I heard it.
Was it because you were
the next 50 times I heard it, I hated it.
Right.
But then a friend of mine had a thing from it's called Tool Shed, and basically
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Okay, so basically it's a website,
made for
Tool fans, and they break down all the lyrics and everything about what every song is about, every song on every album.
Yeah.
So he had all this stuff printed out. And we had this giant fucking book of Tool.
Yeah, I follow a Tool.
We opened our book of Tool.
Your book of
we
Tool.
did about 10 nights of acid. We sat around, literally, we sat in a room for 10 hours. And we listened to 3 Tool albums. And read lyrics.
That's dope.
All night. And we were just so into everything we heard. And that's how I started liking Tool. Afterwards, there's not a band that can beat them. Like I can't say enough about them. I fucking love Tool.
What about Dream Theater?
They're fucking phenomenal. But there's no.
But you're just saying they don't have as much as Tool as what you're saying.
To me, as what I've gotten into, as far as like getting into lyrical content and musical content, there's no band.
But you were just comparing these guys musically and vocally to Tool.
They are, but
you're
once again,
as well.
I'm talking about it as a body of work. I haven't heard everything Dream Theater has done. I have heard everything that Tool has done and has gotten into everything.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
I can see how you can say. I get what you're saying.
But there is a definite comparison as far as musically and vocally.
But I do see a lot of Dream Theater in Tool. Now that you're telling me what's going on, I do see a lot of Dream Theater in Tool just from this one song. I don't know. Like I said, this is the only thing I've ever.
Oh, they're all like this.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's an 8-minute song. Yep. Tool makes fucking long ass fucking songs.
And we've done 4 minutes. How long does it feel like we had been in the song?
Right, I have no idea. I don't know. It just felt like I just was going on like pause. It didn't feel like it was that long. I guess.
Right.
It just felt like I was just jamming.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I see a lot of Dream Theater in Tool with the breakdowns that they do, all the music in between. Like Tool does a lot of that where they're just playing fucking jamming the fuck out for a minute and a half. Yep. You're just listening to them jam.
Yep.
And they're doing this a lot. So and then it just Dream Theater reminds me of Tool. No, Tool reminds me of Dream Theater. They all remind me of each other. It's a big circle. The world goes round and round.
It's the circle of life. I'm not gonna hold Cody up in the air over a mountain. If I did, I'd drop him.
Okay, let's get back into Dream Theater. Pull Me Under.
I will punch you in the face.
Hey. That's just some Tool shit, right? I mean, I guess it's some Dream Theater shit, but that's what's
right now.
Because that's like Tool does that shit. They'll calm me down for a second, think everything's done, and then blah blah blah. Like I'm just.
Yep. You're floating right now.
Hey, We're not going to deal with that. Yeah, but yeah. I feel like I'm floating. I just want to speak on that real quick.
Yeah, you floating right now.
Because that's just some Tool shit. I mean, I can't say it's Tool shit knowing that Dream Theater is.
It's Dream Theater shit.
It is. Has Tool ever mentioned Dream Theater ever? I wonder. Because I see it. Maybe not. Maybe it's just me, but I see Dream Theater and Tool.
Dream Theater.
It can't be a coincidence.
They're a little more hair band ish, but
okay.
I mean. There has to be some kind of
influence somewhere.
There has to be an influence.
Then this one song, if I just isolated this song, I see a lot of Tool. Like I see a lot of Tool doing a lot of similar things that Dream Theater's doing when it comes to the breakdowns, when it comes to they slow it down. They slow at the very beginning the build up because you think it's just kind of like when we did like a parable. That's a slow build up, and the parable goes nuts. And
dumb.
We need to redo that. When I was reading, we got to redo that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that.
Tool Army said they would not care way back when we redid it. That's what they said.
We're gonna redo it next week.
But I just want to talk on that I do see a lot of that. I mean, if anybody's got information that's Dream Theater or Tool fans or both, let me know if Tool's ever mentioned anything about it or if there's anything you know. Because I see a lot of Dream Theater, at least with this one song in particular, in Tool.
Yeah.
Just me. Yeah, it can't be a coincidence. So. Okay. Oh, okay.
It's the small step ups.
Now, we haven't talked about lyrics much. We do that a lot. Some people appreciate us when we talk about it. I see, of course, it's all about the pull me under, pull me over. I'm not afraid. Pull me under. Sorry, I said over. Pull me under. I'm not afraid. Living my life too much in the sun, only until your will is done. I'm assuming, I don't know if it means pull me under going to hell, as in pull me, or just pull me under as in death, as in just death in general. One of the two or both. Until your will is in God's will, or I don't know, maybe you think the devil's taking whatever, whichever way. It could be a two-piece and a biscuit, as far as I know. Because sun, until your will is done, pull me under. Of course, you get buried when you die, so maybe it means pull me under until your will is done. I'm not afraid living my life in the sun until your will is done. I'm living my life.
Maybe it's just pull me under, it won't suck itself.
What?
I'm just saying.
Dave doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
No, I mean,
that's what I see. I see it as
this could be from a female's point of view. Pull me under. Mm-hmm. Pull me under.
Yeah.
Under the covers.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid.
Okay.
It won't suck itself.
Check out our Won't Suck Itself video by Steel Panther. But on a serious note, check it out. That's what I say. It's it's just about death. Pull me under. I'm not afraid. I'm living my life until you tell me that I'm getting pulled under to the dirt.
I'm doing what I can. I'm living my life the way that I can.
Right, until you put me 6 feet deep, or I'm going to hell, whatever it means. I can see it both ways.
Until your will is done, then that's
I'm just going to keep living until you pull me under.
Yep.
Right. That's dope. I just want to talk about the chorus, man. It's bad. We like to talk about lyrics here and there. Check out our breakdown on It Won't Suck Itself. Was that what it's called? It Won't Suck Itself? It Won't Suck Itself by Steel Panther. Check it out. Come on. Hey,
Raven.
We do all kinds of fun shit around here. We did some what was it? Hypa?
Hypa. That was awesome.
Yeah, and then we did Steel
Panther. This is a really good fucking song.
We've done all kinds of good shit this week.
I'm so pumped about that one.
Check them all out. Hey, you need to... Raven's Hypa.
Raven is Hypa.
Every time I mention Hypa, she goes nuts.
Yeah, she goes nuts.
Maybe dogs speak Hypa. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about the lyrics that I haven't. Because people talk about how they like in the Rammstein. We talk about lyrics. I try to make sure I at least touch on them a little bit because some people do like when you talk about it. You know, some people don't give a damn whether you talk about the lyrics or not. So, you want a treat from me? Hey, come here. One more treat. Come here. I'm gonna play the rest of this while I give you the treat. Here. Down, dip it down. Whatever that is, it's like
it's an organ.
Oh, it's an organ. I was like, whatever that is, it's like going down. I'm like, that ain't a guitar.
It's an organ.
That ain't a bass. That ain't no drum.
No, it's
like, okay, so someone's playing some fucking shit. That's some dope fucking shit right there. I enjoy that.
Some keyboards, yeah.
That's dope. Okay, I just want to touch on that. I've gotten better. If you go back and check my first time I ever listened to rock music, I catch a lot more shit nowadays.
He's just like, what the fuck? The first one, he's like, I don't know what's going on.
Plus, we didn't have.
Somebody got guitar and drums.
And plus, we didn't have headphones. But even with headphones, I'm slowly trying to catch everything.
You get better. You're getting better.
It's hard to hear everything going on.
No, it is.
It's rough.
It is, but yeah.
It's rough.
The key thing is in this, especially with this band, is to hear the time changes. Like, because they'll... But then in the background, you hear the keyboard, and it changes, 2 beats off of 1, or 1 beat off of 2. Like, it constantly is changing the way the music goes.
Right.
Like, it's a roadmap, and it's going this way one time, and then another way another time. Like, it's constantly switching up.
Dope, yeah, definitely. That's just how it ends. Okay, cool. It just ended abruptly. It kind of reminds me. Sometimes Tool does that shit too. It just drops.
Done.
I hate that shit because when you listen to most music, like I mentioned in Tool before, most songs kind of go hardcore, but then they mellow out. And Tool does that mellow out, but it's usually halfway through their song.
But then they're just
and then all of a sudden it's just, and you're like, is something fucked up? Like I'm saying, like is something fucked up with this video? It just ended all of a sudden. I was waiting.
He'll sit wait for 15 minutes, waiting to hear the next thing.
I was waiting for Dave to be like, it wasn't supposed to be over yet, because my mind was like, that wasn't supposed to end yet. I felt like it needed because there was songs with like a ba 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 ba. Like whatever, whatever it is. I just played Mario. But you know what? In most songs, you have like a cymbal hit or a drum. It usually goes ba da ba da ba da ba da. And then it ends, but that was just boop.
Yeah.
Raven says boop. But yeah, so I enjoyed the Dream Theater pulling out. I'd never heard of Dream Theater in my life. That's why I don't even know.
And how good was that shit?
It's fucking dope. Like I said,
it's dope.
I have to say, I'm always gonna be accustomed to saying it reminds me of Tool because I heard Tool first. That's why I say it reminds me of Tool because Tool can't remind me of Dream Theater now because I haven't heard Dream Theater. So that's why Dream Theater reminds me of Tool.
But now you've heard Dream Theater.
Now I've heard Dream Theater.
So now Dream Theater reminds you of Tool.
I guess.
No,
Tool reminds me of Dream Theater. But I can't say that. The only reason I say Dream Theater reminds me of Tool because I heard Tool first. So Tool can't remind me of Dream Theater when I've never heard them.
But you have heard them.
Oh, this is mine. Why am I trying to hand that shit to you?
But now you have heard them.
Oh wait, did you just hand me this other splitter? I was wondering where this other splitter went, Dave.
I just handed you this splitter.
I'm sitting here like, am I not hooked up? I was looking for this. It's my splitter it's my splitter to split the splitter. But as I was saying, yeah. But you get what I'm saying. Dream Theater has to remind me of Tool because I haven't heard anything else that's like Dream Theater before, so I have to compare it to somebody.
But now you've heard Dream Theater.
Right, one
song.
So
now you can say, okay, well, so we'll do another one next week.
Okay. Is it going to be like this?
Yeah.
Do they do a lot of songs like this?
Yes.
Okay. So Tool's a lot like them in some ways.
Yes. Yeah. Tool is a lot like them.
Yeah. See, Dave is mixed up as well.
And backwards.
Dave's got it. Every time I say it,
a lot like them.
Correct, because every time I say it right, you try to flip me this way. Dave tries to do
I gotta say, like, I mean, sometimes they are, sometimes they're not.
Right, and they
like,
don't have to be.
Tool has their own, like,
They still have their own
slow
style.
way into pulling you into songs.
Right.
And it's completely different from anybody else.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But Dream Theater is just like, here's what we're going to give you, but we're going to switch shit up constantly.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Every band has their own. That's why I said.
Right.
That's why I just wonder if Tool. I'm sure they have to have.
There has to be some kind of influence.
I'll have to look up some. See, they got to have an interview or somewhere where they talked about some shit about. They have to talk about Dream Theater at some point in time. There's no way that these guys were before Tool and they don't. I mean, they seem so. They just have some similarities. You know?
Well, I mean, it's a prog rock thing. Like,
Maybe that's what it is.
Dream Theater was metal, like back in the day, but it's a progressive rock thing. Like that's what Tool.
Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe it's just the genre. Maybe that's
what
just what it
Jethro
is.
Tull was. That's what Pink Floyd was. Like all of these guys are.
That's another thing I've heard.
Are big progressive rock things because like they can make an album that's all about one thing, and switch everything up constantly. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like and all their.
That was like when we
all their timing changes and their like everything about everything that they do switch up.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a big part of prog rock.
Right.
But you can also like tell a story with that kind of music because you're switching stuff up so much.
Right. That's like when
Jethro Tull, Pink Floyd, these guys, King Crimson, Styx.
Never heard of half of these guys you're saying. Right?
Kansas.
Maybe.
What's the other band?
You haven't written as it's a band you're wanting to do.
There's another one. The Mars Volta. Like a lot of these guys will write like an entire Coheed and Cambria. They'll write an entire album about one thing.
I got you. I see what you mean.
So then, like you're listening to one
like
album.
a story.
Yeah, it's a story that from beginning to end. It's a 2 hour.
Okay, you talk about Coheed and Cambria. It was a story. So we had a little error there.
Sorry, but with Coheed and all these bands, you're not listening to one song. You're listening to an entire story that these guys have written. So from beginning to end, the beginning of the song to the end of the song, and some of these guys like System of a Down, which we need to get into. We've never done. The Mesmerized and Hypnotized album they did 2 albums back to back, and the entire thing was about how they got fucked in Hollywood about making an album, and everybody's like, "Oh, you guys are the best thing we've ever heard."
Right.
You know, and it's horrible. And the Green Day did.
Green Day.
Fuck, what's the album they did? American Idiot. Yes, that album.
I want to be an American idiot.
Yes, that album is one story.
Right. Okay.
If you listen to it from beginning to end, it is one story.
That's dope.
They did a Broadway musical called American Idiot. It was based on that entire fucking album.
Okay, that's cool.
And all those songs are in the Broadway musical.
That's dope.
Telling a story about a kid that went to be a rock star and became an absolute piece of shit.
An American idiot now.
Yeah.
I mean, basically,
he wanted to live the American life and become a star. And became absolute shit and trash because of it. Because everybody hyped him up. Right. And that's one of the things about these
See, I don't know all that, yeah.
Right. That's the Wall by Pink Floyd. It's a giant story about a kid who ended up like, he grew up with his parents and he went to war and he became like basically became a Hitler type subject.
That's crazy.
It's so.
We gotta do some Pink Floyd too, so
it's
I'm
so
sure you
amazing. Oh, dude.
I mean, that's what someone said. We did the Black Sabbath. We compared in our video Black Sabbath to Tool, and someone didn't like that. They said, Tool wasn't inspired by Black Sabbath. They're inspired by Pink Floyd. Probably said. Which probably sounds.
Sabbath was inspired.
But I'm sure they still inspired them, right? Or I'm sure that Tool, like I think we were trying to compare we mentioned Black Sabbath and Tool, but they were like basically saying that Pink Floyd is more
comparisons.
No, yeah, you can't dig into all of our shit because sometimes of course I'm sure Tool has had influences from Black Sabbath, but I get that Pink Floyd is more in the same lane as you're talking about as Tool is. So of course Tool has influences more from Pink
listen
Floyd.
to some Floyd from back in the day, and we do some Tool. You'll be like,
I'm excited to do some Pink Floyd.
I can definitely hear that. Like you will definitely hear it. I'm sure there's a lot of Floyd that you have heard.
I'm sure.
But
Maybe
I'll pull some stuff up.
I couldn't.
I don't think that you have heard.
Right. And even if I heard it, I'm ready. I'm down to react to it. Like I said, I've probably only heard it. It's probably been 10 years since I've heard it. You know what I mean?
So we got to do Floyd next week.
Put some Floyd down.
We got to do Floyd next week. We're gonna do some Dream Theater next week.
All right. So I'm gonna end this out here.
Yeah, we're starting this.
Day's starting to get down in the rabbit hole.
I'm getting my next list together.
We're getting our next one for 2 weeks from now for you guys.
2 weeks. 2 weeks from now.
Well, as you guys are seeing this, it'll be a week from where you guys are seeing this video. This is the last video of the week. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hit us up in the comments if you want more Dream Theater. Throw it up.
And we are 2 Piece and a Biscuit.
Deuces.